Hey, welcome back to another episode of Tarot Investigation with your girl Shannel. Okay, today we are investigating the youth. And the youth, I mean your children, your kids, baby, your teenagers, okay, the young people, the Gen Zs of the world, okay. And so we're going to use Mr. Morant as an example today, okay. So welcome Ja to the show. I'm going to give it to you guys, okay? I see y'all out there just howling at the moon when it comes to what Ja did, and I get it. I get it to a certain extent. But when I go see, I just see somebody dancing with a gun, okay? And yes, he should not be having a gun, I guess. I mean, he's a grown man. I'm sure he's registered, he's licensed, he's able to carry. But y'all say he's not following the rules of the NBA. Who is the NBA? Is that his spiritual leaders? Are they okay? They're his employers, okay. So yes, and what I seen, he is worth 200 some plus $1,000,000. And baby boy got some game, okay. Baby boy got some hops. Baby boy look like a Michael Jordan in the air, okay. He definitely got some skills, and I never knew he played like that. So YouTube came over, and YouTube was like, "Oh, you like Ja Morant? Well, here go his YouTube channel." So I goes over. And I clicks on the video because, I done did a reading on him. And the last reading I did on him, he kind of entered my heart a little bit. I mean, I got a little place in my heart for him or what he's going through. Now, because he's young and he's really, the reading showed that he was really naive. Even though y'all say he done been in trouble, it's the second time. I get it, okay? How many times have you told your kids, your teenage boys or something like that, to take the trash out and you got to tell them 2 or 3 times? How many times? Did you give up on them? Did you throw them away? Did you disown them? Did you take them out the wheel? Okay, no, he's just a teenage boy. He's just a tall teenage boy. That's what he looked like. Even though he's a grown man at 23, but 23 is still quite young. Okay, and he wasn't out there because I see people, boys his age, out there doing way worse with guns. Okay, they hurting people, they robbing people, they doing all type of stuff. He was just dancing, and he wasn't even pointing at the camera like NBA YoungBoy do. Y'all love NBA YoungBoy. The gun was literally like this, but he was dancing with it. Okay. So in that gun, you can tell he didn't buy that gun when he got $200-something million. That gun probably been with him ever since he was younger. Being a baller, if you ever know, just playing basketball as a young boy in the community sometimes can be dangerous. But being a baller out there showing out there with major skills, with a father, okay, even a father can sometimes make you be a target in the hood of boys who don't have fathers. Now, he out there, ballers be out there playing and showing out 9 times out of 10. And a basketball game can go wrong very easily, just like a dice game, okay? If the person out there who think they the biggest, baddest, the hoodest person out there, if they lose or get checked or get any type of embarrassment while on that court, things can go 100% wrong. You think this man ain't never, or LeBron's or none of these boys ain't never had to deal with that type of incidents on the court growing up before they even got into the NBA? So they had to have some type of protection. I mean, come on, let's just keep it real. Now, he is in the NBA. He worked over $200-some million. Is the NBA protecting him? Are they looking out for him? Okay, because now he's a baller. Now remember, he was a baller. Probably didn't have no money playing in a certain community. Issues, dramas. I'm pretty sure. I don't even have to be there to know it. Okay. All he needs to be is a baller out there who trying to show out, and one of his girlfriends out there or somebody that he like out there, and he got showed out on. And there we go. We at the left. He run into his trunk. We run into our cars. So no, things can go wrong. Now that he's worth this much money, things can definitely go wrong. Okay, so the man does need protection. So, but I don't feel like. The gun is an issue. Yes, okay, because it's a gun. Y'all clearly act like y'all scared of guns all of a sudden. Because this $230-some-thousand man got a gun. And not even a strong gun, baby. I done shot better guns than he had in a gun range plenty times, okay? I don't even think I would pick up the gun that he had. Okay, that little Barney, what was Barney Rubble gun? You remember on that show, Andy Griffin, okay? Barney had that little gun, his little partner. That's how that gun looked, okay? But nevertheless, it's still a gun, girl. Y'all act like y'all so afraid, honey, so afraid that this baby who wearing skiller braids had a gun. Nowhere near you, okay? But I guess y'all looking out for him, and so therefore I went to his page. I went over there to look out for him and see who is he, who is his family, okay? Because y'all was saying his daddy could have been a bad influence. Okay, my reading was saying that maybe his mom was the one who got him the gun. baby, a mama would be that person. Would take her son to the gun range, take her son to go get a registered gun, because she know the life that he's out there living, and not a thuggish life. He's just a baller, playing ball. He probably came home with an issue, and mama like, no, we gonna work this out, because you're not gonna get punked on the court, and you're gonna still be able to go out there and play. Okay, so let's just keep it real. How many times have we gave a solution to our kids so they can go out there and still play, but then at the same time be safe and protected, be able to protect themselves? Okay, and if you end up having a situation like that, then are you really a good mother? Are you really a good father? Not that you want to give your son a weapon, but there are laws to protect your adult son when he gets to a certain age. Okay, and you just got to teach him about the laws. He didn't break no law, from what I saw. Okay, so I really don't know why everybody's so mad. Y'all acting like he y'all paycheck, and he gonna be paying y'all rent next week, and he may not be able to do it because he's suspended. Baby, no. So I went over there to the family page. I saw the family over there. He has a lovely family, a supportive family. Okay, a family that may not be perfect to you, but a family nonetheless that pray together. They stay together. The father is there. The father was in the kitchen cooking with the mama. Okay, the father was in the kitchen dancing. The father was in the kitchen with the mama, side by side with the mom. The mama, you could tell the mom is definitely a mom. She definitely gonna be the one doing all the cooking. She making sure that everybody's taken care of. The house is clean. She didn't even care that she didn't have the appearance of what you would think that she would have, because he was feminine. She had her hair in a ponytail. She was in there cooking. Okay, and she had pride in it, and I like that for mama. Not that she was in that cooking, but I like how she had her role, and she was doing it, okay, with pride. Okay, feeding her baby boy. He's a tall boy. He eating. She was in there feeding for him. She said, my baby want breakfast before he go on the road. He get breakfast, period. Okay, the daddy had built a backyard for Ja to play basketball, and the father was there. The father was there training him. The father was there and supporting him. And the father is sidelined there to watch over his son, because when Shannon Sharp was out there acting a fool with the Grizzly players, and I think Ja was one of the people that Shannon was out there dealing with, his daddy was right there to say, nah, Nick, you messed with the wrong one. He got a father. But I think y'all judge the father for that. Y'all say that he thuggish. No, he's supportive. Okay, he's passionate. His son is out there. Y'all don't want to go against none of my kids. Y'all don't want to come against none of my kids, because y'all would definitely see a different type of passion for me. Because I know I have kids that don't hurt nobody, don't bother nobody. But when you come against them, you come against Mother Bear, Mother Lion. Okay, a lioness. Okay, and he has my children have a family behind them that support them and love them. And if you want to see a dark side of us, try to hurt one of my kids. Try to come against my kids. So that's the support of the family. If you don't have parents like that, then I feel sad for you. Okay, your parents are supposed to support you. Look at LeBron's don't have a father out there. Y'all don't say nothing about his father because y'all don't see him. Okay, LeBron's the number one player out there. You don't see him, but then you see all the fans out there, all the Bradleys and the Mr. Barkers and all of the world out there throwing stuff at him, spitting on him, doing all type of disrespectful stuff. But y'all don't say nothing about Mr. Bradley. Mr. Bradley, I guess Mr. Bradley can do it. That's not cool. That's not cool. And LeBron don't have a father that'll protect him or nothing like that. So even though LeBron is a grown man, and y'all say this a grown man, this grown man got a father, and I love that. The mother. Now one thing I had to say. So I had to say, does Jock kind of hate basketball? Was he pushed so hard by his father that he hate basketball? So I was looking for that. A father could probably push you too much. And then I heard his father say that he feel like Jock played like trash. So the father could have a little hating bone in him a little bit. Fathers can be jealous of their sons. I've seen it with my own two eyes. I've seen a supportive father. Before he had kids, wanted to be in the NBA, want to play, didn't make it. Okay, but had a son that made it. And before the son made it, this son was his golden child. But it's like as soon as the son kind of made it, it seemed like now all of a sudden you nitpicking them apart. It's like, but is this jealousy? Or are you just so-called saying you speaking the truth? So it could be a little jealousy there for the father, but at the end of the day, he's still there supporting his son, okay? But then at the same time, he could be an honest father. He just saying, he played a little trashy today. But I just don't feel like he should have said that. He should not have said that to the public. He should not have said that on the mic. But, daddy, what can we say? Okay, they ain't perfect. He a human being. That's the only thing I saw with the father, okay? And the fact that he hang with Drake and all them on the sideline, come on now. If my son is on the sideline and you guys came to see my son, you know I'm his father, 9 times 10, they probably want to sit next to him, okay, and talk to him. And yes, he gonna enjoy that. Why wouldn't he? Y'all some silly people. He should be enjoying that, okay, on the sideline with the players and the rappers and all that, enjoying them because they there to see his son. His son at this showing out. He played a very important role in his son being who he is, to be able to jump that high. They trained for that. He trained for that with his father. So, no, I'm not mad at Daddy at all. So, we're going to move on and see, do Ja really like basketball? He do like basketball because when he done training and everything like that, when he spent time with his friends, 9 times 10, they on the basketball court playing for fun, okay? So, he does enjoy basketball. Okay, and he also, when he's not on the court playing for himself or playing with his friends or training, because he does a lot of training with the NBA, he is on the sideline with his sister at the WNBA. So Ja is, I love me some Ja right now. He up there because I need me a number 2 player because LeBron's is my number 1 player since Kobe not here. I need me a number 2. It may be Ja, okay, because I love the way he playing. I'd never seen him play. I saw his highlights and I loved it. Okay, so now Ja, like I said, I ain't gonna party with Ja because Ja don't know how to control himself with that gun. But at the same time, if we can get a lockbox for Ja, that would be great. So Ja, also I noticed with Ja, there's 2 things I noticed with Ja that could be a problem. One thing is the NBA could be a problem because when he's not training, okay, because he's training, he doing all the physical therapy, all the working out, all that, you see that. But then you also see the NBA or the sponsorships or the little bald white men just constantly around him, constantly poking at him, constantly needing to be around him, constantly recording him, constantly measuring him, it's like constantly needing him to do something for multiple hours out of his day. Like shooting a video could take multiple hours. Shooting a commercial can take multiple hours. So I think that type of stuff is what's really bothering Jock because he said that because I could tell the way he had zoned out when he was doing it. He was counting the hours down, how long he'd been on the set. You know, even though the set was his basketball court, but it was still constantly doing something over and over again, having him repeating stuff over and over again, constantly in his face doing something. It's like, please, telling him to repeat it, do it again. That wasn't good enough. That right there is what I see struck a nerve with him when I noticed it, that the NBA could possibly be a problem. And he could be possibly not wanting, the NBA could be taking the fun out of basketball for him. And so I see him stressed in that issue. Because when he left the court after rapping, he's like, you know, he thanked everybody. He was very polite. He thanked everybody on the court for helping with the commercial. Thanks so much for their support. He appreciated them. And as he was walking off, he was talking to his camera. And he said, people think that this is all we do. All we do is party. And we don't. Matter of fact, because of this is the reason why we party. In other words, because of this stress that I had to go through and do for my job, this is the reason why I go and let my hair down. Makes sense. It makes sense to me. He's only 23. He got a lot of burdens on his shoulder. Not just a basketball, not just a Spalding. But also, I also noticed the second thing that I noticed with Ja is that he stay on his phone 24/7. And that brings me to the reading, girl. It's the iPhone destroying our babies, okay? It's the iPhone and the rap music and the Beats headset. Are those destroying our kids? Are they hypnotizing our kids? Are they traumatizing our kids? Because have you ever tried to take your kid's iPhone for punishment or for anything? They done did something wrong. You bought the phone for them. You pay the phone plan every month. But yet, when you come to punish them, which means I'm going to take something that, you know, away from you that, you know, that I know that you value, take that iPhone away from your kid and watch them turn to a thug. Watch them turn to a straight thug demon on demon time, baby. It be your sweetest kids. Try to take that phone away from them and watch what happens. Okay? You see a different side of your kid, baby. Real fast, real quick. Okay? Don't let me know I'm the only one out there, girl. Girl, I swear, your little nerves will turn straight to a thug. It's like, what happened? Your straight A student will turn to all else, baby. Try to take that phone away from him. He's constantly on his phone. Even when he's doing physical therapy, when he's doing anything, he's on that phone looking. And that phone be close to his face while everybody else poking and doing stuff to him. He be on that phone. Now, that could be an issue. Also, I noticed that he loved his music. Now, at one point when Beats headset had came out, a lot of teenage boys, a lot of men were getting themselves in trouble. Not the typical trouble. They were getting hit by trains. Okay, yes, they were getting hit by trains. They were walking across tracks, had their Beats headsets on, and didn't hear the train coming. Now, how you don't feel the vibration of the train? How you don't hear the loud noise of the train? How you don't feel the rumblings of the train? Those beats be having them so lost in the zone that it was a lot going on in Georgia, that a lot of people, all around the world, was getting hurt because they had the Beat headsets on. Okay, it's like, dang, how much jamming? I'm just trying to imagine, how much jamming are you doing that you can't hear a train and you on the track? And it's not like they be in cars; they be walking with the Beat headsets on their ear. So yes, we're gonna have to look into that. We also gonna need to look into this rap music. We already know the rap music can be out of control, girl. And I have fallen victim to the rap music, girl, because I be getting in my car, girl, and I turn on my music, baby, and I got the volume up, baby, and I swear, depending on what song, if it's my jam, baby, if I get lost in it, girl, I'm driving a little faster, girl. I'm grooving a little bit, okay? And girl, I may even throw up a sign. It's like, girl, what set did I just claim? Baby, I don't even know what set I just claimed. Baby, I just claimed a set. Okay? So, yes, the music can be troublesome. Okay? So, you can get lost in the music. So, we're going to pull some cards real fast, real quick. Okay? I know I'm not talking a lot, girl. I hope y'all still with me. But I'm not talking a lot. But we're just trying to get to the bottom of not just Ja Morant's issues, because I don't want him to mess up what's going on with his family, because I feel like he got a beautiful family. They support him. I feel like I think he has a beautiful soul, even though y'all mad at him for that gun. I get it. $200 million. Don't mess that up, baby. But at the same time, I just want to get to the bottom of it. Is it out of his control? Okay, if you try to take his phone, will he collapse, baby? Will the world end? So let's pull a card. We're going to first start off with, I think, what's most important. We're going to ask about these phones. Because I know for a fact, girl, these kids be on demon time with them phones. But these teachers catching hell trying. Y'all sending y'all kids to school with iPhone 12s and 13s and 14s. These kids are not paying no attention to the teacher. The teacher try to say, okay, if you she already gave the rules. You could bring your phones for educational purposes. Okay, you could use your phones as a computer. But if it gets to the point it's distracting you, then I'm going to take it. You be watching your kid walk out the door with that hoodie on. When your kid got that hoodie on and that iPhone, you already know it's going to be a teacher about to call you type of day. Okay? Your kid got that hoodie on, which means he don't want to be bothered, which means to me, the hoodie represents he want to hide for the day, which means he got a lot on his mind and in his head. And the last thing he want to deal with is somebody trying to take his iPhone away from him that day. And that'll be the day that the teacher got to make a TikTok or Instagram. The teacher go viral because your baby done thugged it out at the school. So we're going to see what's going on, okay? Because my generation, we trying to break generation curses. We don't need these babies out here bringing on curses after we done broke them, okay? We don't need your kids out there in the street bringing on curses. So let's go ahead and jump into this reading. Divine Angels, if you could give me the best cards from this deck to describe what are these iPhones, these cellular phones, these smartphones doing to our children? Okay, the youth of the world. What do we need to know? Let's jump straight into it. Ja, tell us what's going on with your iPhone, baby. Is your iPhone causing trouble? What do we need to know? Okay. Yeah, it is conditioning our babies. Yeah, our babies are being conditioning. Okay, with the iPhone. It's almost like a hypnotized type of thing with our kids. First card we got here, girl, we got the miser, baby. Look at them. They said this phone is a prized possession for our kids. Look how they looking back at us. They on that demon time, baby. They hiding that prized possession, that phone. Okay, with the miser, it's about taking something that's valuable to them, and you can't take it from them. Okay, so it's very much valuable to the kids. Okay, it's their livelihood. Honey, look at, she dressed like she ready for a funeral. The kids say they'll die for it, for the iPhone. And not that they saying it like literally like, oh, I'm gonna die. But no, they saying they're gonna fight for it. You're gonna have to they guarding with their life, girl. It's like, dang, who is my kid, girl? They be putting locks on their phones. Like, what is y'all hiding? Girl, whole kids. Okay, so they love their phone. It's very valuable to them. Okay, so they will hold it with all they might. Okay, they will guard it with their life, baby. And that's what the cards are saying. In celebration, they enjoy their phone. They dance with their phone. They love their phones. That's how they connect with their friends. That's how they communicate with this blue card. Okay? But it is causing schizophrenia, baby. It is splitting of the mind, baby. The division of the mental. Okay, so there is some schizophrenia here. It's them and they phone with the two here, and it's doing something spiritually to them because this is a great card. So it's something in their mental for sure with the schizophrenia card. It's almost like it, like I said, it's almost like demon time. It's very foggy. They trying to hold it together. They hold on to that phone, but at the same time, their minds are being split. It's almost being very schizophrenia, very crazy, very Delulu type of energy. Suppression. Aww. And you know this is the most depressed generation of kids. But it's like, why y'all depressed? Y'all got Gen X as parents, which means we giving y'all opinions. We value y'all opinions. We out here trying to make sure you have a better life than what we did. We making sure you don't have to want for nothing. Why y'all so depressed? It's because of these freaking phones. Okay, suppressions. Okay, being held down. What they see on these phones is not always good. What their peers are saying to them on their phones is not always good. And they don't come tell you about it. They don't come let you know what's going on, and they hold it all aside. And then with this 10 card, it's like foundation. It's like even what you taught them is going out the door. Okay? Because sometimes your kids can feel like, oh, Mom, you have to say that to me. You have to like me like that. You have to love me like that because you're my parent. No, what you need to understand is I am telling you what you need to hear, and because I do love you. The people on the outside do not. So therefore, they're going to tell you whatever it is to tear you down. Because they feeling torn down, because they feeling mental, because they don't have what you have, or they don't have what they think that you have. So this is foundation here. It's like the phone is taking over the kids' foundation, and it's causing depression. They suppressing what they seeing, what they feeling, what they dealing with on the phone, and it's really holding them down. Okay, it's really pulling them down, and they constantly comparing themselves to each other, constantly on the Instagram, on the TikTok, and then somebody will come into your comment section with a whole avatar hiding themselves and try to tell you about yourself. Boy, get that. So yes, again, in their head, it's messing with their heads for sure. In their communication skills, the babies can't even form a sentence. Next, we got innocence. Okay, they may have started off innocent. They was your innocent kid at first, baby. But with this purple card, it's like, it's almost like the smartphone is also taking away their innocence. It's almost taking away their ability to even develop into something more. Okay, so it's almost taking away their developmental. Something about that developmental, like they're not developing the way they should. Okay. Next, we got the master. Yeah, they're not going to develop into somebody that can think on their own and be on their own with the ascended master with the purple card. Okay. What's going to be in their head is nothing. Okay. Now with the master card, you want to get to the point where you are the master, because the master is the master because he knows that you're constantly learning. He knows that life is a constant journey. He knows that what he don't know. He knows that he don't know everything. But you know, these generation of kids, they think they know everything. They think they're the master. They think they know everything. They don't. Okay. It's almost like this iPhone is stunting them. They mental is stunting their growth. Okay, now they still growing. Okay, they growing tall, but they not developing properly mentally. Okay, it's nothing there. It's nothing there. Next, we got slowing down. Okay, it's probably making them slow too, baby. Making them slow, making them not being able to advance properly. Okay, we got this rainbow color card, which means they constantly. It's almost like the channel is constantly changing. It's like they never can tune into a certain frequency. Okay, so they kind of make you think that, like, girl, is my baby slow? Well, probably because the iPhone, baby. You think it's making them smarter? It's not. Experiencing. Okay, now the experience that the kids are having on the iPhones is not always great. Okay, because the experience card, they out there being innocent, creeping around, acting like they're kids, but the experience that they having is a whole adult experience. Okay, it's something different from them. It's a whole new world. And then that's when they start suppressing stuff. They start suppressing what they feeling and not even telling you. Okay? Because they're comparing themselves to each other. And then nothingness. Okay? Again, the purple card. Blank. We got blankness here. The kids going through all type of suppression, depression, comparing themselves to each other. But yet this phone is so valuable to them. This phone is taking away their innocence. They do have a good time on the phone with their friends. They communicate with their friends. But at the end of the day, are they ascending to something better. They not. They staying stunted. Okay, their growth is stunted and slowing down. Okay, from the experience that they experiencing on this phone to the point that they don't see nothing. It's a blank space. Okay, almost like zombie type of energy. No thingness. Followed by conditioning. Yeah, they being very much conditioned. Okay, the kids are being conditioned. Okay, they can't be the lions that they should be. It's like they giving out sheep. Okay, so it's like it's from what I'm seeing, it's like it's messing with their development mentally for sure. I see a lot of mental delays, slowing down, the kids being slow. Girl, they comparing themselves to each other, but yet they think they know everything. But then they suppressing what they really experiencing on the internet. They suppressing it and taking it on as they own. They experiencing something totally different. Okay, and it's not a good experience. It's making them angry. Okay, suppression, depression, then anger. To the point that they comparing themselves to, they feel like they nothing. And it's all being conditioned by this freaking phone. Okay? Now, so yes, the phone is bad for the kids, girl. So, let's get the energy behind. Let's pull from this deck and see what's the energy behind these iPhones. Or smartphones. All phones. What's the energy when it comes to our youth? Okay? Girl, we got the anti-hero for sure. So they think that this is something that's good for them, but it's not. It's supernatural. Oh, damn. This is supernatural, baby. Spiritual warfare. Your kids are losing because of Alexa. Okay? It says inexplicable, miraculous, otherworldly. Very otherworldly. Very, very much demon time, baby. Okay? Delusions. It's a delusions here with this supernatural. So it's definitely, supernatural definitely will play with your mental. It's all about that mental. Next, we got transgression. Cause these babies to act a fool, baby. Cause these babies to act like they thugs, baby. Flaws, contradictions, and they cause mistakes. They're going to make mistakes because the kids are not thinking clearly. Ja clearly ain't thinking clearly because he constantly keep his beat headsets on when he on the court, when he practicing before a game. And then before and after everything, he constantly got his phone in his face. In his own face. Okay, so that caused him to have transgressions and flaws and make a lot of mistakes because they're not thinking straight at all. They think their brains are not thinking very fast. Okay, it's almost like the phone is thinking for them, but yet the phone ain't even that smart. Okay, we got anti-hero, maverick, risk takers, rule breakers. That's what the phone is turning our kids into. Okay, our kids are little baby thugs, baby. Okay, with hoodies on and high tech equipment. Okay, so yeah, girl, y'all need to look out for these iPhones, these phones for your kids, because you see the supernatural is coming in, and I think that's how they get in touch with these kids, which means they on demon time for real. It's like the phone is possessing the kids' mental to the point it's causing them to be crazy and depressed and comparing themselves. Okay, but yet they don't want to give it up. They love it. So let's ask about the rap music. Give me the energy behind rap music when it comes to Morant and the youth. How's the rap music affecting the kids? It's definitely affecting them. So let's see what the cards say. Oh, baby, they trust the rap music, baby. They said they trust the rap music. They said the rap music not gonna let them down, but it's very much heavy burdens for the babies. Damn. And the babies don't even know it. They babies. They don't even know it. Okay, we got burdens. You remember our parents, and our grandparents were saying that it's the devil music. And we're like, oh yeah, grandma just tripping. Grandma tripping. They've been knowing. The music is pretty much riding these kids. It's controlling these kids, telling these kids which way to go. You see, this is a person right here that's being ridden by somebody up here that's telling them how to go and what to do. Okay, so pretty much the rap music is raising the kids, baby. It's guiding the kids, and it's wearing the kids down at the same time. Because look at the kid feeling burden and pressure by this person that's up there with the gloves on, dressed up, and they designer. Got the designer clothes on, got your hat on, got your cock-a-doodle-doo on your head, baby, with the rooster. The rooster, it's like it's waking the kids up. It's alerting the kids, and the rooster look like it's on demon time. So we got burdens here. The rap music is a lot of burden to the kids. It's giving the kids a lot of burdens because they're trying to live up to that music. But this gray card, it means it's getting into their head. Okay, it's almost like their religion. Okay, it's religious, spirituality. Okay, next we got a breakthrough. Look at the breakthrough. Look at your kid. Look at your child. Okay, breaking through. Okay, now this breakthrough could be purple card, a breakthrough mentally. Okay, again, look at all this red. Look at all this orange. It's like red is stability. When your stability is off, that'll make you anger. Okay, the yellow represents your sacral, which means sexually. Okay, rap music is causing these kids to break through sexually, anger through their emotions, through their feelings, and in other words, it's causing them to rebel. But the kids are actually thinking they are actually breaking through and being who they are, or being trendsetters. But baby, you just mentally just breaking through. We're gonna see what this breakthrough is, but it's like just angry for no reason, depressed. As you see, they was down and out. Okay, all in their head. Something in their head is driving them crazy, that they can't even handle it, won't even tell their parents. Okay, then we got this breakthrough. And then loneliness. Oh, if you put the phone down and pay attention to what's going on, you won't feel lonely. But the kids at the end of the day feel so lonely, especially when they go to the Snapchat and see one particular friend group doing something else, or didn't invite them. They feeling more lonely than anything right now. This is a purple card, which means it's they in their head. They're not communicating that. Oh, they probably, the iPhone is the rap music is causing them to have this lonely state. After they done been angry and broke through, you think somebody's gonna be around you? You acting like that? Yeah, you're gonna be lonely next week. But then we got the thunderbolt. Look at this. From head to toe, from the ruler to the tutor, everything's on fire on that demon time. With this tower energy, again, purple, which means all in their head, in their third eye right here. So it's almost like the knowledge that they know and the knowledge that you don't know. You don't understand, okay? But it's also guiding them sexually, okay? With the fire down here by the sacral, the root chakra, throwing them off, baby. These babies can't think like this. And it's making them very angry. Look at all this red, orange colors here. Okay, thunderbolt happening very fast, shocking. Okay, probably even headaches. Okay, this is a lot of head, and they trust it. Communication, baby. They trust it, and they repeating it. Okay, with the blue card, repeating, push and play, baby. They push and play, and they trust it with all they might, baby. They let go, honey. But then it's sorrow. These babies are lonelier than ever, even though they got a phone that they can connect with people across the world. They lonelier than ever, and they sadder than ever. Again, 9 with the gray card, which speaks about spirituality. These babies are, remember now, this showed up as almost like they feel like they don't have a religion background. Are y'all taking y'all babies to church? Are y'all teaching them some type of spirituality? Because it's almost like this music is their spirituality, and this is where it's leading them to a lot of sorrow, depression, okay, feeling down about yourself, feeling alone, feeling disconnected, okay, with no sense of source. And then they just walked themselves off the cliff with the fool card. Morant showed up in his last reading as the fool. It's the babies that's so naive they don't know, and they literally dancing to the own beat of their own drum, okay, with the music, and to the point that it's walking them off a cliff, being a fool at the end of the day with zero, okay. And it's at the beginning of their lifespan. This is at the beginning of like right now, this is the beginning of his life. It's an amazing life that he's created for himself. And he's going to end up walking himself off a cliff because he's being conditioned by his phone and music. Okay? And this is what you see, him dancing with his gun. Okay, his foundation being shook. Okay, because he's so suppressed. He's suppressing so many emotions, so many feelings. They have this loneliness and sorrow that's deep down within them. Okay, that caused them to have transgression, that caused them to be angry. And they may not even know. They don't even know where this is coming from because it's so much in their head up in this area and in the gray area, which is their spirituality. So the babies shouldn't even be tapping into their spirituality right now. But it's like the phone and the music is making them tap into their spirituality at an age when they should not be doing it. Okay, because you don't master your spirituality. You don't become the master until you're in your 30s and 40s. But the kids are getting it very young, okay? They're getting this master energy, and it's leaving them feeling lonely, withdrawn, empty, with no faith base, okay? But yet this music and the iPhones is showing up as their spirituality, and we know that cannot be. That's why that's driving them crazy. That's why they act out. They're being conditioned, okay, to the point that they're being conditioned that they can't even think for themselves. And it's kind of scary to see it, and it's kind of scary to experience. So they experience it, and it's scary to them too. Okay, so let's pull the total energy. What we need to know about this rap music for the youth and how it's affecting them. Okay. All right. So far what we see is burnt by the sun. Okay, they being burnt out, baby. These babies. It says ambition, extension, and reach. Okay, so you know this phone, they can reach people all around the world. With TikTok, you can see what's going on across the world. But yet these babies you look at them, burnt by the sun, which means they feeling tired. They feeling, it's almost like unenthusiastic. Okay, but with the phone, girl, with my phone, I make money off my phone. If it don't make money, it don't make sense. Okay, that's what my phone is for. But let me leave the house without my phone, and one of my Gen Z kids try to contact me, it's almost like the end of the world. It's like the end of the world. They can't believe that they can't get in touch with me. Okay, they be lost. And I'm like, I don't live by my phone like that. I can walk out the door without my phone, and I realize I walked out the door without it, and I don't turn back around. I just go ahead and do what I need to do and then come back, because I didn't grow up with the phone, even though the phone is a valuable asset, but I didn't grow for that. But my kids, they would act like it's the end of the world if I left my phone and they can't get in touch with me when they trying to. Okay, so it's an issue. But we got free will here. Remember, this is free will. In order for anything to kind of tap into your energy, you got to let it in. So it speaks about sovereignty, independence, and free spirit. So these kids are more free spirits. So they very much, are open to this type of energy to come in with that iPhone. Okay, when you accept those terms and conditions. Okay, when you push play on that music, baby, it's like that's your free will that you independently chose this. Okay, next we got nightmares. Okay, again, nightmares represent your mental. When you go to sleep and you fall asleep, you can't really control your dreams and what's coming to you, but the iPhone is sending signals to you, that's creating nightmares. So these babies need some type of physical psychic protection. They need a shield because they're having a lot of bad dreams. Okay, so this ain't ending good for the kids with this rap music. Then death rites. Damn, not an astral world. It says saying goodbye, a formal occasion, and honoring lives. So yeah, they being conditioned, and not in a good way. It's like, look at us holding our babies, and now look how our babies look. Either our babies on demon time, or our babies are soulless, heartless. Okay, because of the music, and it's causing death. Okay. And then we got nobility, high standards, and idealistic. Okay, so girl, nobility, you gotta get rid of your mobility, baby. Okay, you gotta get the moving. You gotta get your nobility, which means you need to have some honor about yourself. You need to have some standards about yourself. You need to have some guidelines about yourself, because you need to because with the free will here, it's like you free willingly go into the Apple Store. You free willingly download that stream. You free willingly do this. So this is all free will. And you creating these nightmares in your life that's going to end up taking you out with the death rites, okay? With the no thingness, being conditioned, being a fool, honey. Okay, you think you're some type of hero. You're an anti-hero. You're suppressing all your feelings and your emotions, okay? Get rid of your mobility so you can be noble again, okay? Get rid of your mobile phone so you can be noble again, baby, because it's taking the kids out, baby. But the kids are pushing play on their own free will, honey. Okay, but they having nightmares, a lot of sorrow. Okay, they angry, they can't trust no more. They feeling lonelier than ever. They comparing themselves a lot. Okay, and it's creating this anger, this buildup. That's creating this release, where they releasing sexually, they're releasing in an anger way, they're releasing by cussing you out, they're releasing by fighting, they're releasing. Okay, it's a lot of flaws that's coming here for our kids, that's coming in through to the supernatural. Okay, creating schizophrenia. Okay, a lot of burden for our kids. Okay, all because they want to one two step. Okay, but try to take that phone away from them and save their life and watch what happens. You're going to get burnt by the sun real fast, real quick. Okay, so that's going to be the reading for Ja. It was something else I wanted. The Beat headsets. Let me pull real fast on the Beat headsets. It's the same. Okay, it's the Beat headsets is so loud. The music sounds much better than the Beat headsets, but then it's the lack of you not being able to use your motor skills with the Beat headsets on your ear. That don't make sense. Give me more about the Beat headsets. What are they doing to these kids, baby? Okay, now if your kid can afford a Beat headset, what it's doing is, it is causing exhaustion, baby. The babies are tired mentally. Okay, let the babies high on drugs, baby. Okay, the mechanics do not work with the babies when they got the Beat headsets on. Okay, they exhausted. 9, again, foundation. Baby, the babies can't walk, they can't move, they can't run. They tired. They like little robots when they got the Beat headsets on. And this ain't no lie. This ain't no lie. Moment to moments, baby. It's moments to moments. The babies don't know where they're coming or going. Okay, it's also giving me this colorful card, which means an array of emotions comes around the babies. An array of emotions when they got the beat headsets on. They probably can't even walk straight. Okay, that hints to why they was getting hurt on the railroad tracks wearing the beats. It's like, how is the beats louder than the train? Oh my goodness. But it's creating a change as well. And it's creating a worldly change, okay? And it's almost like, because the change right here, it speaks of a purple, which means in your head. So, yeah, you be lost in the moment. Lost in the moment, okay? Cycles. Okay? The yin and the yang. And if you look close at this card, you see blizzards, you see thunder, you see all type of stuff going on. Yin and the yang. And in the middle, it's the center, it's the individual. But it's a lot going on around you that, can you keep up? Do you got the motor skills to keep up? Because you're exhausted, okay? And you put the beats on. In totality, I mean, total loss of everything when they got the beat headsets on. Motor skills, hearing, okay, communications, okay, being able to think, okay, being able to move properly, their mobility, okay, from moment to moment, okay, it's changing, okay. And then with the 5 card, their stability is still, the stability is shaking. It's shaking no matter how much you raise them, baby. Okay, we got red, and it's just making them angry. So at the end of the day, rap music, beat headsets, and the iPhone, honey, is making your kids, is conditioning your kid to be an angry beast. Okay, that's pretty much what it's doing. So that's going to conclude the reading for Ja and saving our youth. Okay, let's see if we can save them, baby. One iPhone withdrawal at a time, baby. I'm just telling you. Okay, be careful out there. So y'all catch me on the next one. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.